Hello, Space Cadets. This is Vector Spaceman coming to you live once again from Harbor Station, broadcasting on all frequencies to our beautiful planet Earth. Whether you're out there watching us live tonight or picking us up after the show, we're glad to have you on board. Thanks for helping us make outer space the place to be as we rocket into another session of all the things we like to love and love to share. It's Monday, November 8th, 2021, and today marks our second week of broadcasting here at Harbor Station. It's hard to believe that it's only been 7 days since we first started this show. We've learned a lot since then. Every day we're learning something new about streaming, about the technical side, about the personal side. The VTuber community has been so very welcoming, and I'm constantly pushed to improve my own work here just by interacting with fellow broadcasters. If you missed yesterday's show, we closed off the week with a little Rocket League, a little laid-back action, and a little chit-chat with one of our favorite live listeners. I tell you, I hadn't anticipated just how much I would enjoy the community that's formed around this little hobby of ours, but it's really taken me by surprise. To stay up to date with all of our broadcasts, be sure to follow Vector Spaceman on Twitter, YouTube, and right here on Twitch. Alright, now before we begin today's show, as always, I'd like to give a quick little salute, a little shout out to members of the community, our favorite followers. We love to see familiar faces on the show, as you know. So for any of you listening live, feel free to drop a comment in the chat and join the conversation. We always appreciate it. Today's shout out goes to Haster Gold, our newest follower over on Twitter. He's got a very cool Egyptian design. He's making content over on Twitter and on Facebook. So why not check him out? I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Haster Gold, wherever you are, I hope you're having a great day. You know, it reminds me, we used to get a lot more Egyptian-themed content back when I was growing up, and if I recall correctly, the first dead body I ever saw, which is a weird way to start a topic of conversation, but before any sort of family funerals or things like that, there was an exhibit at one of our local museums, which had loaned out or had borrowed a lot of content from a traveling Egyptian exhibit. Essentially, it was on tour across the country, and I remember they had this little room, very dark, very solemn, where they had this shriveled up old Egyptian mummy in there. And I remember after seeing that, how I had these recurring nightmares for a while afterward of being stuck in a basement or some small enclosed space with all of these mummies coming to life. And it was just around the time that we were getting those Brendan Fraser movies too, so that definitely didn't help. But anyways, yeah, it's a bit of a tangent there, but that's Haster Gold. You can find him under that hashtag, or sorry, under that username over on Twitter. And he's also here on Twitch and making streaming on YouTube as well. Go check him out. Alright, Space Cadets, let's get started with today's show. Rather than pick up where we left off last week, if you recall, if you were watching the show, we were doing Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People. But rather than pick up where we left off with that, with episode 3, we're going to take a bit of a breather, because we're only 30 days away now from a very, very important date, in my life at least, in this channel's life perhaps, because on December 8th, 2021, we're going to be seeing the release of the video game Halo Infinite, and I'll tell you straight up, that's probably going to occupy a fair slice of my time when that comes out. And I know it's, even within this virtual YouTubing community, which is a niche within itself, there's not always that much love for old shooters like that. But in some ways, that's sort of a benefit, because as you know, this channel isn't just about the things that we like. It's the things we like to share. So, for those of you listening, if this ends up being your first introduction to the series, then I'll try to make it as clear as possible as we take a look at, over the next few days, the first game in the series, the very first game in the Halo series, Halo Combat Evolved, which released back in 2001, produced by Bungie Studios, for the Microsoft Xbox launch. It was one of their flagship titles, and was released to great acclaim if you remember back in those days, if you're as old as I am. Oh, when I tell you that it dominated a young man's life for a short time. Oh, do I mean it. But today we're going to be revisiting the remastered version, as well as its sequels over the next few weeks, though I am going to endeavor to split it up. We'll still use our weekends, I think, for things a little more lighthearted. But I imagine that before the newest game comes out, we can revisit all the old titles and get ourselves reacquainted with the series. Refresh my mind about all the story elements, where we left off, so that we're ready for what is supposed to be, and who knows if it'll live up to the hype, some sort of 10-year, decade-long endeavor by Microsoft Studios to make this new game, this Halo Infinite, some sort of long-lasting title. We'll see how it plays out. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that over the next few days, as we get into the series, you can come to appreciate it the same way that I have. I'll try to inject my enthusiasm for the series into commentary as we go along. Well, without any further ado, let's switch on over to the big screen, and let's load up our game. We're going to take a look at Halo Combat Evolved. Alright, here we go. Now, I had questioned myself, what's the best way to introduce somebody who's never seen the series before to Halo? Do you start at the very first game, or do you go chronologically? Because, of course, some of the later games take place before the first one that released. It's a lot like introducing somebody to the Star Wars series or something like that. Do you show them in release order? Do you show them in chronological order? Do you split it up? And I'm still thinking about the best way to introduce some of the later ones. But for now, I think the best way to experience the series is to get started at the very beginning with Halo CE, Combat Evolved. And we're going to be playing on Heroic difficulty, which is often touted as the way that it's meant to be played. Also because I want to get this done at least by the end of the week. And I'm not some genetic freak who can survive Legendary mode. Oh, and look at this. It's one of our very favorite live listeners. It's Manayu26, everybody. How are you doing, Manayu? I was just watching your stream as well. You're not still doing that live, are you? Some sort of incredible multitasker? Just finished. Well, welcome to the stream. This week we're going to be getting started on experiencing the Halo series. Had I remember, I would have rated. Well, thanks for that. I think we're going to be here same time, same place every night this week as we try to get through this series. Now tell me, are you familiar with the Halo franchise at all, Manayu? Not at all? Alright, well, that's sort of what we want to do here, is introduce new people to the franchise. They've got a big game coming out next month. We're trying to revisit all the great moments before it releases.
Cortana, all I need to know is, did we lose them?
I think we both know the answer to that.
I'm not sure we can hear that entirely. There we go.
We made a blind jump. How did they...
Get here first? The Covenant ships have always been faster. As for tracking us all the way from Reach, at light speed my maneuvering options were limited.
We were running dark, yes?
Until we decelerated, no one could have missed the hole we tore in subspace. They were waiting for us on the far side of the planet.
So, where do we stand?
Our fighters are mopping up the last of their recon picket now, nothing serious. But I've isolated approach signatures for multiple CCS-class battle groups. Make it 3 capital ships per group.
A bit
In
of
about
technical
90
exposition
seconds,
here,
they'll
and then
be all
I'll
over us.
do my best to explain the
So
setting.
that's it then. Bring the ship back up to Combat Alert Alpha. I want everyone at their stations.
Everyone, sir?
Everyone. And Cortana,
Hmm?
let's give our old friends a warm welcome.
I've already begun.
Attention all combat personnel. Please report to your action station. This platoon, secure airlocks on deck 11. 14th platoon rendezvous with 22nd Tactical at Bolthead, Charlie.
So many iconic designs here. One of the all-time greatest sci-fi franchises for my money.
You heard the lady. Move like you got a purpose.
Sergeant Johnson, we love him.
I repeat, this is not a drill.
Man, here's where we show those split-chin, squid-head sons of bitches that they could not have picked a worse enemy than the human race. We are going to blow the hell out of those dumb bugs until we don't have anything left to shoot them with. And then we are going to strangle them with their own living guts. Am I right, Marines? Sir, yes, sir! Damn right I am. Now move it out! Double time!
Attention all personnel. We are re-engaging the enemy. External and internal contact imminent.
All you greenhorns who wanted to see Covenant up close, this is gonna be your lucky day.
We're ready to get into it.
Sir? Right. Let's thaw him out. Okay. Bringing low-level systems online. Cracking the case in 30 seconds. He's hot! Blowing the pins in 5.
There's our boy.
Come on, we've got to get the hell out of here.
All right, first things first. I can hardly hear anything. Let's boost that up just a little bit.
Show inbound Covenant boarding craft.
There, that sounds
Stand by
better.
to repel
Now,
boarding.
where to begin? Imagine, if you will, the year is 2552. We're well into the 26th century,
This way!
and humanity is spread out across the stars. Unfortunately, we're not the only ones around. Very recently, we've run afoul of a hyper-religious and incredibly violent and aggressive coalition of alien species called the Covenant. Oh, jeez. Now, who are we? We are a Spartan. And a Spartan is a super soldier within this fictitious future. One of very few remaining. Originally designed to deal with, what do you call them? Anti-Earth insurrectionists, I guess would be the best word.
On the bridge ASAP! Better follow me!
Although they'd rather us not remember that part of our history. We play as... oh, what is the full title? Master Chief Petty Officer Spartan 117, that's us. And this first game in the series is all about discovering the titular Halo, this artificial alien structure that we've just come across after a blind jump through space. But before we get into that, we have to meet our sidekick.
Captain Keyes.
Good to see you, Master Chief. Things aren't going well. Cortana did her best, but we never really had a chance.
A dozen Covenant superior battleships against a single Halcyon-class cruiser.
There's our girl.
With those odds, I'm content with 3. Make that 4 kills. Sleep well?
No thanks to your driving, yes.
So you did miss me.
Report!
It must have been one of their boarding parties. I'd guess an antimatter charge.
Ma'am! Fire control for the main cannon is offline!
Captain, the cannon was my last offensive option.
All right, then. I'm initiating Cold Protocol Article 2. We're abandoning the Autumn.
We're screwed now.
That means
Gotta
you
make
two
it down to
put
that
down.
ring.
While you do what? Go down with the ship?
In a manner of speaking. The object we found, I'm gonna try and land the Autumn on it.
With all due respect, sir, this war has enough dead heroes.
I appreciate your concern, Cortana, but it's not up to me. Protocol is clear. Destruction or capture of a shipboard AI is absolutely unacceptable, and that means you're leaving ship. Lock in a selection of emergency landing zones, upload them to my
True,
neural
this
base, and then sort yourself.
Purple fella, purple lady here,
Aye,
is
aye,
an
sir.
artificial intelligence named Cortana, and she's
Which
got a
is
lot of
very uncommon, Chief.
important information that
Cortana
can't
off
fall
the
into enemy
ship.
hands.
Keep her safe
Chief
from the
amongst
enemy.
which is the
If they
location
capture
of
her,
the
they'll
planet
learn
Earth.
Everything. Force deployment, weapons research. Earth.
I understand.
The Autumn will continue evasive maneuvers until you initiate a landing sequence. Not that you'll listen, but I'd suggest letting my subroutines handle the final approach.
Excellent work, Cortana. Thank you. Are you ready?
Yank me.
Phrasing.
Good luck, Master Chief.
Your architecture isn't much different from the Autumn's.
Don't get any funny ideas.
I don't keep it loaded, son. You'll have to find ammo as you go.
Now we get into the meat of the game. Running and gunning. Contact. All right. Whoop. Whoop.
Those Marines could use some help, Chief. Do what you do best.
Deck 7 and 8. Fall back to secondary defensive position.
Catch! Keep it up!
And when I say I was obsessed with this game as a youth, boy do I mean it. I got into the modding scene when it came onto the PC.
Get down!
I was in all sorts of fan communities.
How's that feel?
It's probably the first big video game obsession that I had.
Keep your head down. There's 2 of us in here now, remember?
They're cocky now. Where to go? Go in here.
All right, priority 1. Time to get to a dropship so we can get off this ship before it explodes. That's what our captain, Jacob Keyes, was just talking about. The Cole Protocol. Is a designated order that when a earthbound ship
We can use your help.
is in danger of being taken over, boarded, as ours is in the middle of being, but the procedure, oh jeez, is to self-destruct such that it can't be traced back to Earth. See, we're on the losing side of this war. We don't need to give these aliens. Oh jeez. We don't need to give them any hand. Come on now. Too many grenades rolling around.
Something just hit us? Move in! Back to the airlock! We can use your help, sir. Hey, flag out!
son of a gun.
What the hell? Did something just hit us?
Thank God for checkpoints. There we go. That's what I want. Oh, son of a! Just rushing for their grenades, and that's what I get.
Hell? Did something just hit us?
Alright, I gotta pick this up, otherwise we're never gonna get through this game. Alright, we'll bypass that. Deploy some old speedrunning strategies. Don't mind if I do. Keybinds wrong. Alright, here we go. Check your corners. I think we might have been here already. Nope.
Roger that.
That'll get him. Oh, it brings back memories. Definitely wasn't the target demographic for this game when it came out back in 2001. But that didn't stop me from playing it pretty much every day. And really the only reason I was able to do that was because it came out on PC as well. So I never really had much in the ways of video gaming equipment up until
on the landing above us.
about the Xbox 360 and Wii generation. Jeez, these guys take a lot. Son of a... Fucking boxing this guy. If I recall correctly... Oh, nope, I was wrong. I know there's some part of the game where you see a bunch of enemies in the distance and they explode before you get to them as the ship deteriorates. I thought that might be it. We're not that far in yet. It's actually my first time playing on the remastered graphics. Oh, didn't see that one. I gotta say, they actually hold up pretty well.
Live to fight another day. Move!
It's the best you can do!
Good stick. The one thing I always did appreciate was these little fellas. The game's got a sense of levity to it, even if you're combating space aliens. It's nice to have little goofballs like this running around. Wondering where that was coming from. Oh, jeez. Sorry, mate, I missed you there.
All hands, this is the captain. Prepare to abandon ship. Combat teams, repel borders until personnel are away.
Preparing to abandon ship.
The life pods are launching. We should hurry. Warning, the blast door is closing. The Covenant are destroying the life pods. They really don't want us on that ring. We have to use the ship's maintenance access way. Follow the nav point. It will lead you to an opening.
Let's roll. Yes, I'm quite sure we've made it. Alright, there we go. Now, I'm not sure if I can remember my way around these tunnels. Ah, there's a clue. If all else fails, just follow the signs of gunfire.
It looks like the Covenant wanted to catch you napping.
That's what I remember. This whole scene. Alright. Now I know where I'm at. Vaguely. Ah, here we go. God, that always got me when I was younger. Turning the corner right into one of these guys. There we go. Peekaboo. Hup. Getting hard to distinguish plasma grenades from just plasma fire. I just went in a big circle,
The
didn't I?
damage to the superstructure is extensive.
Yep.
I don't know how much more abuse the Autumn can take.
Combat teams, Sierra to Victor. Prepare for evac.
Go. A little grenade gallery. Easy peasy. On the move. Love
There's
our
one
friendly
last
neighborhood
lifeboat.
Space
Quickly,
Marines.
Get aboard before it launches.
Oh, and we're out. Oh, guess I missed it. Where are those pods? The floor there. There we go. Just had to trigger the cutscene. Up and at him, fella.
Now would be a very good time to leave.
Punch it.
Aye, sir.
Now we get into the game proper.
We're disengaged, going for minimum safe distance.
We're gonna make it, aren't we, sir? I don't want to die out here.
Look!
Now, what is this giant artificial structure? Well, that's the whole story of the game.
What is that thing, Lieutenant?
Hell if I know. We're landing on it.
I knew it. The Autumn's accelerating. Keys is going in manual.
Heads up, everyone. This is it. We're entering the ring's atmosphere in 5.
All these designs very reminiscent of the Alien
Sure you would
franchise,
rather
those
take
films.
a seat?
We'll be fine.
If I still had fingers, they'd be crossed.
Ah, one down and however many to go.
We're coming in too fast. Damn! Air brake failure. They blew too early. I'm losing her. Brace for impact.
Going in hot. Touchdown.
Chief? Chief, can you hear me? At last. Are you all right? Can you move?
We're good.
The others. The impact. There's nothing we can do.
Tends to be a recurring theme within these sorts of games. We're the only one left.
Warning. I've detected multiple Covenant dropships on approach. I recommend moving into those hills. If we're lucky, the Covenant will believe that everyone aboard this lifeboat died in the crash. Alert! Covenant dropship inbound. They must be looking for survivors. I recommend immediate evasion.
These new graphics look mighty good. And of course, one of the greatest selling points of the series has always been its music, done by the wonderful Marty O'Donnell. Ooh, I've got basically bingo health. Can hear the blood pumping in my ears. That's good game design. Thankfully, some respite should
I'm
be
reading a
right
lifeboat
around the
beacon
corner.
over the next hill. We should check to see if there are any survivors.
Oh, jeez. There's our... Oh, no. I was gonna say. That looked like the captain. Oh, stock up. Here we go. Come on. Flush him out. Oh, that's right. There's falling damage in this one.
It's a mess, sir. We're scattered all over this valley. We called for evac, but until you showed up, I thought we were cooked.
Don't worry, Sergeant. We'll stay here until evac arrives.
All right. Time to protect this spot.
I got a Covenant dropship heading in. Over here.
I've seen one or two speedrunners go through this game before. Apparently the strategy to do is just waste all of the humans so that you don't have to worry about protecting them anymore, which I guess satisfies the requirements of the level, but seems a little callous if you ask me. That was a close one. Sure I didn't get him. Yep. There we go. Whew. Let's see, anything we can use? Oh, that'll help. Oh, jeez. Mistimed that shot. Thank you. Show yourself. There we go. Ah, shooting aliens like it's cool. One or two more of these. Come on, let's get a move on.
Uh-oh! Another bandit dropping in behind us! They're trying to flank us! Pulling back, Marine!
Not hit to save my life today. There we go. Oh, jeez.
What was that? Don't worry, there'll be more. Careful.
Please don't let there be more.
What the?
Oh, boy. I have to start conserving ammo or something.
Over here.
Oh, that's more guys than I thought. all up in my grill. Start identifying some of these. These lanky lizard men are called elites. These little doughboys are called grunts. Technically they've got, I guess, more authentic sounding sci-fi alien names, but that's not something you drop in the first game in the series. People have got enough on their plates to worry about just trying to stay alive. Alright, lesson learned. Don't run in guns blazing. There we go. Surgical precision. Oh, geez. Get him. Nope. I read once that a person's reaction time for games like this, it really starts to deteriorate once you're past your mid-20s. I think I'm definitely over the hill when it comes to shooters.
Roger, Echo 419. This is Fire Team Charlie. We read you. Is that you, Fohammer? Roger, Fire Team Charlie. Good to hear from you. Fohammer, we need transportation to the command shuttle. I'm on my way.
All right.
Look, more lifeboats. They're coming in fast. If those lifeboats make it down, the Covenant are going to be right on top of them.
Oh, there we go.
Fohammer, we need you to disengage.
Time for a rescue mission.
The Master Chief and I are going to see if we can save some soldiers. Roger, Cortana.
The cavalry's arrived.
And here comes the second greatest part of the Halo series. The vehicle combat.
Roger, Fohammer. Stand by to evac survivors
Time to
and
ride.
transport them to safety. That's affirmative. Echo 419, staying on station.
We really take it for granted nowadays, but this sort of thing was a real game changer back in the day. If you were playing an FPS, you were pretty well playing something like a Call of Duty or a Battlefield, something very realistic.
Someone built it.
And very few games
so
focused on
lead
vehicular exploration and what
I've
have
hacked
you.
into the Covenant battle network. They're actually
That's why this
broadcasting tactical data
beast
on
I'm driving now, the
channels.
Warthog, has become
You should
such an
show them who
iconic
they're dealing with. Master
vehicle
Chief,
within
I'm going to use your
within
suit's
gaming
transcom
history,
system to
if you
monitor
will.
their chatter.
Oh, power slide. And big jumps. Problem was, artificial intelligence wasn't yet advanced enough
Oh yeah!
to allow our space marine buddies here to drive for us. We gotta let him handle the gun.
Give me an angle.
Fortunately, I've got a few years' experience of driving one of these things.
More of them.
Thinking now, back in the days of once the games came to Xbox Live, when you could play against other people, that sort of became my go-to thing. grab a vehicle, get a friend in the back, and just rip things up. Come on, mate, you got tone. Take him out. And if your buddies can't deal with it, you just run the enemy over. I'm gonna cheese a bit here and skip past an enemy who's hiding up here. Ugh. Oh, they saw me. Oh, two of them, jeez. Did I get him? It's egregious. Oh, all the way back here? All right, one more time.
Over here! There's more where that came from!
Starting to think maybe I should have just played it on normal difficulty, but this is my first time playing on this new account. I want to rack up some achievements.
More over here!
Okay, one more time. Let's see if we can't sneak by this time. Just in case, we'll get the good grenades ready.
There it is!
You gotta be kidding me. Tell me that stuck him. Got him. Alright, buddy boy, let's get back on the road.
Found him!
Oh, trailer for sale or rent. Rooms to let, 50 cents. No phone, no pool, no pets. I ain't got no cigarettes about two
There's new traffic
houses.
on the Covenant battle network.
Pushing room buys and
A lot more crew
8
made
by
off the autumn
12
than I had
full
predicted.
bedroom.
The
I'm
captain
a
really gave them hell.
man of means by no
We
means.
can find Captain Keyes and the
King
other
of the
survivors. We
road.
have a chance to coordinate an effective
not that way.
resistance.
Oh, bounce it. That's the that's the spirit, buddy. Ah, that orchestral sting. Oh, the wide world opens up before us.
Oh yeah!
Up, 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 up. Close one. Don't need to start flattening our allies. Alright, now there should be 2 or 3 groups of stranded Marines that we need to get to. Let's start exploring.
There's another one!
Oh, right into it.
Give me an angle!
You got an angle, bud. You just can't hit anything.
God, I love this job! Over here! Stay on target!
There are some Marines hiding in the hills above the structure.
Let me just grab some help real quick. Back at it again. Ah, yes, I know this one.
hide from me! Incoming! They're everywhere!
Well, they're everywhere because you can't hit any of them, bud. There we go.
Your help, sir. You're a sight for sore eyes, Chief. We're in a bad way. We've got wounded here.
I'll call in a dropship to pick them up.
Oh, that still feels great. All right, time to hold out. Uh-oh. Yo-ho! Bud! We were too late. Ah, son of a gun. Alright, hopefully that's gonna respawn us. Yep, right about here. Can we get any more ammo for this? I was gonna say, how did we get snuck up on before?
There it is!
Always be moving, running and gunning. These fellas with the shields, we call them jackals. Not just because they're heartless scavengers, but... oh no, that might be why. That might be exactly why. Oh, what a waste. I think I got him. Some of these Marines are aggressively Australian.
I know you're there! Anybody see him?
Alright, we got one more sneaking around here. I'm sure I saw him. Wart, wart, wart. There you are.
Where are they? Found them! Got you covered!
2 shots to the gut with this, and you're kidding me! They got the nerve to laugh at me after they kill me, too. Alright. Forget conserving ammo. Ugh. Just gotta get these guys taken care of ASAP. There we go. Now we're getting into the rhythm of it. I want to believe in my Marines that they can handle the other guys. Oh, sniping guys like it's cool. One shot, one kill. Easy as that. You got more? We gotta have more. It couldn't be that easy. This is known to happen. You get one cowardly enemy that runs off, and suddenly it doesn't trigger the flag that you need to progress the level. Oh,
Let's make sure there are no Covenant hiding in the area.
that's what I'm saying. Tell you what, at the very least, I better get back to that truck. Cover a bit more ground if I've got a guy on the gun shooting stuff. And hey, we got room for one more. Who wants in? Climb aboard, buddy.
Oh, this is it.
Ah, there it is. Way at the back. Come on, get him, bud.
You can't hide from me.
Tell me that's what it was.
Echo
Yep.
419 to Cortana, come in.
We read you, Echo 419. We have survivors and need immediate dust off.
As great a game as it
Roger,
was, it's still got its own fair
On my
share of
way.
jank.
I've spotted additional lifeboats in your area. One near a rock slide, and another near the cliff edge. Hard to see from my altitude, but it looks like there are more survivors.
Well, let's go give him a hand.
Acknowledged. We're on our way.
Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's
Oh,
check
this
it
is
out.
the worst one, isn't it?
They're everywhere. Nailed it. Nice one. Hey, it's my fault. There it is. Roger that. There's no running.
Now, the real question pervading all this still, of course, where are we? What is this structure that we're on? Who built it?
More of it here.
What is its purpose? Go! And can we get through the level without driving off a cliff?
Hey. There it is. I see him. Come on, eat it. Nice shot.
Monayu says, I'm sorry I got busy, but I'll be like, hey, do whatever you gotta do. Oh, jeez! We can we, no, ain't that the way it goes? All right, take two.
Here comes more. Over there. Let's do it.
Maybe they took cover in that structure. Let's check it out.
Don't roll, don't roll. Oh, we rolled. Oh, you had that one, did you?
What was that?
All right, mount up, buddy boy.
Come on, floor it.
Yeah, can do me.
More over here.
Are you kidding me?
This is bad. Real
Gotta watch my six. To be fair, I thought that's what I had these guys for. I guess we gotta do everything ourselves.
Oh, crap. More of them. I don't know. Roger that.
Maybe they took cover in that structure.
All right,
Let's check it out.
let's keep upright, scoot around here. Easy, easy. There we go. Clear out this structure. Come on, light them up.
Over here. I see him.
Where did he go? There we are. Come on, guy. Priorities.
How'd that feel?
Alright, you guys distract him. I'll do a little precision elimination. We got contact on radar. All clear? All clear. Oh, looks like we lost a man.
They're everywhere.
Well, not everywhere, surely. Just everywhere you guys aren't shooting.
Make them count. There it is.
We should search the interior of those structures before we leave.
Most definitely. All right. Into the deep. The benefit of knowing what's down here. Oh. Oh, that's gruesome. I hear humans, though. Hey, there we go. Some friendlies.
Marines! Assemble for evac! Pronto! Look at them fly!
All clear. Wait a minute, that couldn't have been it.
Let's find him.
Come on, fellas. Stick with me. Everybody out. Good, let's skedaddle. After you, fellas. Up and at 'em.
Ring fire!
Whoa. Whoa, bud. Watch out. That's what you get.
We should secure the area before the dropship arrives.
Ah! Wasted by my own explosion. Alright, we're not too far back at least.
I didn't know these things could fly. I'll find the bastard.
Oh, there we go. Huh. Run, run, run.
Let's do it. Let's find him. Right on.
Secure the area before the dropship
Whew,
arrives.
that was close.
How's it feel?
Careful, it could be any...
Echo 419 to Cortana. Foehammer's on station and ready for another pickup. Affirmative, Foehammer. We're ready for dust-off. Approach when ready. We're going to
Where
look
did
for
we
the
leave our
last
ride?
lifeboat,
There
Echo
we go.
419. Good luck.
Alright, we only got 5 shots left in this. Use wisely. Well, they're taking off. Oh, yeah, that's right. Come on, fella.
Punch it!
Punching it. Alright, now where's the last
Warning.
group of
I've picked up
survivors?
reports that the Covenant has located and secured the Pillar of
It's
Autumn's
gotta be up
crash
here.
site.
Well, that's bad
The
news.
news is the captain is still alive. The bad news is that the Covenant have captured the entire surviving command crew. Let's hurry and find the final lifeboat so we can link up with the rest of the survivors.
Definitely bad news. The only thing that's keeping us from losing this war is the fact that these fellas don't know where Earth is yet. Oh, jeez.
Can you see out of that bloody visor?
All right, chill. All right, all aboard. Guy, don't dive right in front of it.
Showtime! Over here! Back me up! Stay on track!
That's one we've been to already.
Can't hide from me! I see him!
Even years later, I still get lost. This has got to be it. Yes, sir. All right.
Survivors detected. Marines are concealed in those rocks.
Can we make it? It's a tight squeeze.
Over here!
Hook, hook, hook. Let's get in the action. Right, I can hear somebody letting off a sniper rifle. You got more ammo for that thing? Come on, hop. There we go. Whoop, a little maneuvering. You've got tone. We want this guy. Come on. Show yourself. Alright. I'll take it. Nuts. Gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way.
You can't hide from me!
Up close and personal. Okay, now I can trace that.
One alien down! I'm going after him! Right behind you! More of them!
Spare weapons, anybody? Nope, guess not.
Oh, it burns! Whoa! You are all gonna die! Aren't so tough now, you damn monster! Look out! More coming and incoming!
More? Come on.
Fall back! Everyone, fall back!
Fall back.
Let's roll!
Better idea, let's take the fight to them. Oh, jeez. He got behind us. Come on. Maneuverability could could stand to be improved. There we go.
There's another one.
There's another one. It's right in front of you. Come on. Oh boy. Yeah, that's too much. More guns on targets.
Hey, mate, that was mine. You stole my kill.
Good news though, we got the enemy too. All's quiet.
You can't hide from me.
One thing I always appreciated about this game was there's very little invisible barriers. If you can get yourself onto a surface, you can explore to your heart's content.
They're everywhere.
That's the last of them. Roger that. I'm on my
Ah,
way.
thank goodness.
New
That took
traffic
longer
on
than I
Covenant
thought.
Battlenet. I found Captain Keyes. He's being held on a Covenant cruiser, the Truth and Reconciliation, a ship I disabled before we abandoned the Autumn. The Truth and Reconciliation touched down on a desert plateau roughly 300 kilometers upspin.
Onward then to the Covenant carrier, the Truth and
There's
Reconciliation.
our ride. Get aboard and let's get out of here.
Welcome aboard, Master Chief.
Time to skedaddle.
Ready for dust off.
Oh,
We
that
should
was
move
good.
out, Lieutenant, and then we'll need your help on a rescue mission.
That's 2 down, though, of the 8 or 10 levels within the first game.
The enemy has captured Captain
So I think
Keyes.
that's a good place to call it for tonight. We'll save and quit, and we'll return to this tomorrow. Same time, same place. 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm thinking. Ah, excellent. Well, Space Cadets, I want to thank you all for tuning in today, wherever and whenever you are. Join us again tomorrow. We'll be taking on the next few levels as we continue our quest to complete the main series before the release of Halo Infinite. Until then, no matter what life throws your way, good luck and Godspeed. This is Vector Spaceman, signing off.